just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go on a sweltering hot day in Tampa. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Grenard in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Rolling right, he'll try to run for it. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So, on fourth down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So, the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback for the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart plays to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. A little play action here with McCarthy. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Minnesota.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
13 yards.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On the ground is Mason. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He runs with it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the 1st points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so Down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Brings up the 3rd down.
3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Baker going to give it to Irvin. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
Eric Wilson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard
It's not the big
line.
play they were hoping for, but 1st down
Brings up
efficiency,
2nd
staying
and
ahead of
4.
the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming back.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Irvin. He's to the 10. And he's in! Bucky Irvin. Touchdown Buccaneers.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. And He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. To the right side and corralled by Felix. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jamel Dean that time off the corner gets in to make the play.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Give. This is Irving, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of
Anytime the
2.
running back is
Brings
forced
up
to chop his
second
feet in the
and
background
12
and never get to
at
top
the
speed,
39-yard
you know that
line.
play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. There's Evans, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This a 48-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
A throw on the move is caught.
McCarthy's pass complete to Josh Oliver. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Ryan right now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. He takes off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Baker to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. That one is caught by Ibuka. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. It's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense. And their running back set to go once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
Second down.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this will be incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Baker. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's taken down at the 17. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1st down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy.
You've got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
The Bucs offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Good for a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Race back to Irving, and he'll maneuver his way down 4. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 44-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
That's good.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They'll motion a tight end right. One is complete, and they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Josh Metellus, the safety. Gets in there and brings him down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Irving. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will get out in front 17-7.
Vikings 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On the ground is Mason. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. They'll motion over Thielen. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Down, here's Irving, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
It's Otten in motion. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Buccaneers.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now Mayfield. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 14 on the pickup. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. The quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 31, here is second down and 9. Now McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It is second down and 5. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown Vikings.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Buccaneers 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
For a Tampa Bay. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On second down, Baker. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Shotgun. Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
Vikings 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Here's first and 10. Mason. Yeah. And he goes through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Here comes second down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Now, screen set up from Mason. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Here we go on the return from the 1. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Baker. That's open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Jonathan Bernard on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's Ibuka in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. Swing this out wide to Irving. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Mayfield. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down, Vikings.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Owned back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
It's first down, and they'll run. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on first and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the Bucs' 3-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. Here's Scott. This defense, that's up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Mason. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. So now, a big spot coming here. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.